Hello guys, so welcome back to C Fashion Academy, a place where you learn how to cut anything you want. Okay, so thank you guys. Long time. I've really missed you guys. To tell you the truth, I've not really dropped a reasonable video for some time because I've not really made any video. I've passed through a lot this period, you understand? So I thank most of you for chatting me up via WhatsApp. I thank you, may God bless you all. So today I bring to you a topic: how to sew a shirt gown. Please, if you have not watched this particular video, how to cut a shirt gown, please, I'll put it in the description link. I want you to make sure you go and watch it. Thank you very much. Please make sure you click on that like button. Love you. So next thing you need to do is to weave your clothes. You weave the material. I advise us, whenever you want to sew any clothes, please first of all weave in order to achieve a neat finishing. It is very necessary to do that.
So first thing to do, now you are done cutting it, You are done cutting, you are done folding. So you see those parts you folded, I want you to go and stitch it. You understand? Starting from the word center, that is the word bottom flap or bottom placket, anyone you call it. So I'm going to sew this one. The same thing I'm going to do on this one is the same I'm going to do on the what. If you do the same thing on the right, do it on the left. Okay. Are you seeing it? I'm done with this one. So I'm going to get the other side and also do what? So okay, look at this very side. Are you seeing it? I'm also going to do the same thing. Okay. Are you seeing it? Look at it very well. Are you seeing it? Okay, so next I'm going to see. I'm not done. Remember, we still have our sleeve, which we folded. Please do the same thing on the sleeve. It's very necessary. Those are the two. So you guys can see I'm done with the sleeve. So back to here, the back. Okay, as you can see, we are done with the what? The back yoke. As you can see, this is the back yoke. We are done with the back yoke. This is the post. Okay, so now next thing we are going to do is what? Lock the shoulder. As you can see, remember this shoulder still has like that folded. Do you understand? Okay, so we are going to actually do what? Lock the shoulder. So in order to lock the shoulder, now look at this very well. Look at this part. Are you seeing this part? This part is to this part, while this part is for this place. Are you seeing it? So in order to do it, now look at this. This is very important. It is very important. Remember I told you that we use this here to get a neat finishing. Now see what you do. Remember the back is two, the original material and the yoke. Now join the original material to the what? Original material. Are you seeing it? Now take the yoke. Look at this. Are you seeing it? Original material to original material. Now take the yoke like this. Now turn it like this. See. Turn it like this. Are you seeing it? Yeah? Yes. I have actually joined it. Are you seeing it? So I'm going to do what? I'm going to sew. Sew with what? Half inch. First of all, hold it. Are you seeing it? I've held it. Yeah. So next thing I'm going to do is what? I'm going to arrange it properly. And do what? Finish your stitch. So at the end of the day, as you guys can see, are you seeing it? See how neat the front part is, then see how neat the back part is. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it now? Okay, so if you want on your own, if you want, you can do what? Stop stitch, please. On your own, you can do what? Stop stitch. Put it here. At the back, not the front, you understand?
Okay, the back.
Yes, at the yoke part. Okay, so for those of us that did not see how I did this side, so I'm also going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, at least we still have another opportunity to learn how to fix it. So look at it. Are you seeing it? Can you see how this place is? Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this very side. Now look at it very well. Look at how I'm doing it. Yeah, look at how I did it. Remember I said material, original
Material.
to original material. Then yoke is the one that is going to be turned. Now look at it. Look at it. There's this original material to original material. Now see the yoke. Are you seeing it? It's the one that's going to be. Look at it. Look at it. Are you seeing it?
Turn it in front.
To the front. See.
To the front.
Yes. Are you seeing it? See. Place it equally. First of all, use your machine and do what? Hold it first. You understand? So when you hold it, see, look at it now. Now you now have the time to do what? Arrange. Are you seeing it? So now you now do what? Bring it out. Are you seeing it? I've now brought it out. So next thing I'm going to do is to do what? Top stitch. That is if you actually want to do so. If you don't want to do so, just use your iron and do what? Iron it out. Remember, you have to be careful with this material. It is not this kind of original material. Yes, it's not a high target. Okay, so as you guys can see, look at it now. I'm done locking the word shoulder part. So next thing I'm going to do is to do what? I'm going to put the sleeve. You understand? I'm going to actually put this. But before I put the sleeve, I want to show us something. We are going to keep this thing like this on the ironing table and iron it out. Look at it. Are you seeing it? Keep it like this at the ironing table. So now look at it. Place it on the table. Now see what I just did. I made sure that here is equal. Are you seeing it? I also made sure that here is equal. So see what you're going to do. You're going to iron like this. Are you seeing it? Iron like this means the center is no longer here. The center was never here, obviously. Do you understand? So the center of the shirt is actually this point. Are you seeing it? Look at the center. Take your scissors and notch it. Are you seeing it? Okay. So you do the same thing here. Do the same thing here. Iron. Okay, so after you are done ironing, do what again? Notch. In order to get your center. Are you seeing it? So in this case, where's that sleeve? Bring it. Bring the sleeve. What I mean by this, please never you forget your what? The placement of your sleeve. Oh. What do I mean? Look at this sleeve. Are you seeing it? Look at where the armhole effect is done. Look at where it was affected. Are you seeing this is the front? So that means you don't need to place it like this. Are you seeing it? This is actually for the back. Now, see what you need to do. Place this one like this. Are you seeing it? Armhole effect versus armhole effect. Are you seeing it? So see why I actually notch this. When you are fixing this sleeve, this, look at the center. You might not use your scissors. You can use your chalk. Are you seeing it? Center to what? Center. Are you seeing it? So this is how the sleeve is going to be what? Fixed. Are you seeing it? Okay. Why the other sleeve is also the same thing. Look at it. Please always make sure you observe this. Look at it. Are you seeing it? So you now connect this one to this one, then the other one to the other one. So that's what we are going to do now. Okay, so after you are done fixing the sleeve, next thing you are going to do is to do what?
So, mark out your.
You are going to what? Sew out the side part. Do you understand? You can either use half inch to sew it or 1 inch, depending on the what, how free you want it to be. You understand? Can either use what, half inch or 1 inch. At the end of the day, it is not your exact measurement. Remember, we added extra 2 inches. So now using half inch or 1 inch, it depends on what, how free or how fitted you want it to be. Okay. Okay. So look at this here. This is our sleeve shade. So you mark out the what? The center. Are you seeing it? Remember, this one also have the place we notched, the center. So what you need to do is to what? You need to what? Place it like this. Do you understand? Center versus center and so. But please see what you need to do. Check it though. See. Remember the part that's supposed to be in front. Please
Yes.
always know that. Do you understand? So when I place it like this, yeah, am I correct? Look at it. Are you seeing it? Is this part that's supposed to be what? In front. So that means I'm correct. I cannot take this one and go and fix on the other sleeve. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, look at it very well. Look at the middle part, the place we ironed and do what? Notched. Now see the middle part here. Are you seeing it? So all you're going to do is to do what? Place middle to middle and start from one side and sew to the other end. Then you do also do the same thing from the middle to the other side. Okay, let's do it. You are going to sew with half inch. Are you seeing it? I'm done sewing towards this side. So I'm still going to turn it to this place. Is whatever I do on this sleeve is the same thing I do on the other sleeve. Place it middle to middle. Then you continue to stitch.
Ah,
See, there's a secret I want you to know. As you are sewing, always observing.
yeah.
Always be observing. There is a reason for that. Well, with my own method, whether I observe or I did not observe, everly, it must surely be equal or almost equal. The reason to that is because the way I cut my sleeve according to what I have on the body. I don't just gaze my armhole base. I don't just gaze it. Or even my armhole length, I don't gaze it. So that's why I'm getting excited. Okay, as you can see, I'm done on this particular sleeve. Now look at it. Are you seeing it? Looking at this place, you see that obviously by men looking at it, it's not puffing in any way. You understand? So that's the same thing when the person wears it, it's not going to puff. Now having excess material doesn't mean that it's puffing. It's just allowance. You understand? Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the sleeve. So like I said, this one, the middle part of the sleeve to the middle part of the shirt. Okay, then now you sew. Go from the middle. Okay, now we are done with the sleeve. All you need to do is to do what? Take it down to the ironing table. Take the iron and iron it out. Now, how do you iron? Now, look at it. You always do what? Open the both sides. Are you seeing it? Now, iron till the end. Do the same thing to the other part of the sleeve. That's how to do it. So, next thing we are going to do, we are going to close this side. Starting from the what? The sleeve. Okay. Now, remember, like I said, I added extra what? 2 inches allowance for the body allowance. So now this cloth is more like ready to wear. Do you understand? So I'm not using a specific measurement. So in that case, I can as well use my what? Half inch. Do you understand? So when the owner comes, the person that really wants to buy it, if it is your size, you take it and do what? Pay me. Do you understand? But if you are sewing for yourself, you can also use the half inch depending on how free you want it to be. But if you want it to come closer, all you're going to use and sew is what? 1 inch. But first of all, here is not a matter of 1 inch. Here is a matter of your what? Round sleeve. Do you understand? Here is a matter of what? Your round sleeve. So in this case, the round sleeve I'll be using is what? 14 inches. Are you seeing it? So I'm not going to start sewing from here. Rather, I'm going to start sewing from what? Whatever I get as my measurement. Are you seeing it? Look at it. From here to here is 7 inches share. That is 14 divided by 2 is what? 7. So that is where I'm going to start. Shall you guys understand? Okay.
Still not tight. Like,
So look at it. Are you seeing it? Okay. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place this particular place there. Are you seeing it? So I'm going to open up this part. Look at it. And I'm also going to do what? Open up this part. And make sure that both of them are. What is it? Ah. Look at it. Please do the same thing that I just did here on the other side. So after you finish doing it, next thing you are going to do is to do what? You iron it out. Then after ironing it out, next thing is what? The collar. You understand? Then after the collar is the what? The button. Okay, so are you seeing it? Like I said, next thing you need to do is to do what? Iron it out. Then also do what? Check whether the neck is exactly to your what? Round neck. If it is exactly to your round neck, now use it and do what? Prepare the what? Collar. If it is not exactly to your round neck, if it is smaller to your normal actual neck, what you need to do is to do what? Trim and increase it. You understand? Okay. Okay, so as you guys can see, look at it. Whenever you want to work on the neck, first of all, check if your neck is still well carved. You know, so sometimes after sewing this cloth, you notice that the neck has been what, like it's no longer okay. You understand? So this one now is still okay, but all I'm going to do now is what I'm going to trim out all this excess. Are you seeing it? Okay, so look at it. Are you seeing it? This next thing you also need to do is to do what? Make sure that both of them. Are you seeing it? I what? Equal. It's very, very necessary for you to do that. Okay, then after that, like remember what I said. If the neck is supposed to be 15 inches, it's supposed to be like more than 15 inches. That is what 16 inches because of the what? Overlap. Do you understand? Okay. So now let me measure the neck. For you to measure the neck, see how you do it. You must get this neck correct, the round neck correct before you start preparing the what? Collar. Now look at it. Start from here. Now measure. Make sure you are very precise with your measurements. What do we have? 16 and a half. Share? Okay, now see what I need to advise you. Please, you can never measure this only once. You measure up to like 3 times. But in a case whereby you measure 2 times and it is exactly the same thing, you can actually use it. You understand? But sometimes when you measure 2 times, it's not the same. It's differing with the difference is like half inch, quarter inch. Please measure again, making it up to what? 3 times. So now let's say 12 inches came out twice, while 13 came out once. You have to use what? 12 inches. Or if you still think you are not sure, you need to also do what? Measure again, so as to be what? Sure. Can you see this one is a bit more than 16 and a half, but I'm going to use what? 16 and a half. Or should I also measure another one?
Measure again.
Almost 16, 16 three quarter. Okay, so what I have here is what? 16, whatever, 16 and a half or 16 three quarter. Okay, so that is what I'm going to use to prepare my collar. In order for you to prepare a collar, you need to first work with your what? Gum stain. That is the interfacing, the medium interfacing. Some call it hard gum stain, whichever one you want to work with. We also have what we call the collar gum. You need to work with either of them. Okay, so with the one I have now, as you guys can see, so fold this. Fold this according to the what? The round neck. So what do we have as our round neck? Divided by 2. You understand? Whatever we have of our round neck divided by 2. So what do we have? 16 and a half divided by 2 is what? 8 1 quarter. So make sure whatever you are folding is up to what? 8 1 quarter. Okay. These are actually more than that. Okay. Okay, fold. Please make sure that here is straight, well aligned. Are you seeing it? Okay. So let's measure it out. 8 1/4. Share. 8 1/4. Please also do the same thing. 8 1/4. Are you seeing it? Now use your rule and do what? Connect it. Okay. So next thing we are going to do is bring that shirt that I was using, for example. Okay, so look at it. This is the what? The down part of the collar. You seeing it? This is the upper part of the collar. We are going to mark everything out here together. You understand? So this down part is the one that has the round neck measurement. As you can see, this one is actually more than this one. Okay, so now look at it. We have the measurement here. Now the thickness, see, from here to here, the thickness, are you seeing it? That is what we are going to mark out here first. Now, average thickness is of 1.5 inch. You understand? Now, based on you want to make your own more feminine, you can actually use what? 1 inch. Do you understand? Okay, so which one are we going to use?
1.5.
Okay, now me personally, I will choose to use whatever I like. I'm going to use what? 1 1/4. Okay, now you've gotten it. All you need to do is to do what? Take your rule and do what? Connect in order to form the what? The down part. Are you seeing it? Okay, after you finish connecting it, now it's almost formed. Next thing you are going to do, now look at this. Look at it. Are you seeing? Here is not straight. If you like, you can leave yours straight too, especially for male shirts. Now, but see, here is not straight. So we are also going to do the same thing. Now, all we are going to do on this one is to do what? Look at it. Curve it out. Are you seeing it? Yeah? Yes. Okay, if you really want to know how I curved it out, from here to here is just like 1/4 inch. Look at that same method I use in putting curves. Are you seeing it? Look at it. Curve it out. Then next thing you're also going to do is to do what? Look at it. From here to here, also from here to here. Are you seeing it? You can use it from 1/4 to what? 1/2 inch. Now, while we are doing this thing, now look at it from here to here. You are going to mark it to the what? Middle part of from here to here. You understand what I mean? If here is 8 1/4, so half of 8 1/4, that is 4/1/8. You understand? So that is where you look at what I mean. Look at what I mean. From here to here. This is the middle part. Are you seeing it? So I'm going to, from here to here is what? 1/4 or what? 1/2 inch. Now look at what I'm going to do now. Are you seeing it? So now it is no longer straight, it's rather it is what? Curved. Do you understand? Now what's the essence of this? It helps the collar to relax very well. Because our neck is not really straight. Our neck is also what? Curved. Okay, so now we are done with the what? The dance section. So let's move over to the what? Upper section. So upper section, in order for you to do it, look at it. First of all, from the original neck circumference, that is from here, step back with what? 1 inch. Are you seeing it? When you step back with 1 inch, just get a straight what? Line. Are you seeing it? Rule a straight line like this. Now look at it. From here, depending on how big, how wide you want the upper side to be. You understand? Now, use what? Let me use 2.5. Are you seeing it? From here to here, 2.5. Now, from here to here, look at it. From here to here, there's something I really want to let us know. From here to here is supposed to be the same thing as from here to here. The reason is so that when you fold your collar, look at it, so that when you fold your collar, it will stop at this very point. Are you seeing it? Now, if here is more than here, see how it's going to be? When you wear the shirt, it will be, this part will kind of be like pinching you. How do I even say it? Do you understand? It will be so big for it. So that's why we need to use whatever you have here. Okay. Okay. Now we are done. So next thing you need to do is to do what? Connect from here to here. You can either use your rule. Do you understand? Connect it. Any curve you have. Now me personally, I'm going to do what? My free hand. Are you seeing it? I've used free hand. Now there's something else I need to do. There's something else we usually do in order to get this feminine look of a collar. Is what? Here is mostly more pointed. As you can see, it is not straight. Are you seeing it? It has this pointed part. So in order to get it, look at it. Are you seeing it? Do like as if you're stretching this thing out. So from here to here, you add extra what? Half inch. Look at it. From here to here. Are you seeing it? You add extra what? Half inch. Then connect it back to where? Here. Are you seeing it? Look at what I did. From here to here is the circumference of the neck divided by what? 2. Then from here to here, the thickness I say usually is from what? 1 to what? 1.5. Then from here to here is from what? 2 to what? 3 inches. But actually what I use is what? 2.5. Then from here to here is exactly from here to here. Do you understand? So this one coming out is what? Half inch. Then connect it back to here. That is what I did. So now see what I'm going to cut. Now, remember when I told you there is this official and non-official. Non-official is as I'm cutting it now, I cut everything together. You understand? But the official is as I'm cutting it now, look at it. As I'm cutting it now, I'm going to cut out this one separate. Are you seeing it?
That's the non-official.
The official.
That's the official.
Yes, both of them are separate. Now, I cut out this one also what? Separate. But the non-official, the one they usually use in ready to wear, you don't divide it from here. You cut everything together. Are you seeing it? So now we are done with the cutting. So next thing we are going to do is we are going to prepare the collar. Okay, as you can see, this is a pieces of material we want to use to do what? Prepare the what? Collar. Now look at it. You need to cut something that is more than the collar, both in width and in length. Do you understand? As you can see, this is what? 2. So thereby, if I gum this thing on top of it, look at it. When I gum this one, that is the upper section. Are you seeing it? When I gum it on top of it, so what I'm going to do now is what? Look at it. I'm going to sew from here. Are you seeing it? See, from here. Are you seeing it? Down to where? Here. So after I finish sewing it, what I will do is what? I will take my scissors and what? Remove all this excess allowance, leaving only what? Half inch on every side. When I mean every side, I mean every side. Both here, half inch. Do you understand? That is what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to do it on the machine. Okay? So that means after we turn this one and do what? Iron it out. No, so next thing is what? Also do the same thing to this one. For you to cut out the piece, it should also be what? 2. Now, since it is 2, what you need to do is what? Make sure that whatever you cut out is what? More than this particular one, both in width and in what? Length. Do you understand? So next thing you need to do for me, my own method is that, you remember this one, we did not separate anything. But this one, we need to separate one. Are you seeing it? So when we separate one, you iron this one on top of one. Look at it. This is my own method. Okay, so after you are done ironing it, next thing you need to do, can guess, cut off, leaving what? Half inch. Okay, so now I am done. Next thing I'm going to do is to do what? I'm going to take my iron and fold out this place. Are you seeing it? So that it will lap on this particular point. Are you seeing it? Please just note, this is the what? The down section. That is the small section, not the upper section of the collar. Okay, so now I'm done. You can as well use your what? Hemming gum and hold it so that it will not be going up like this. Do you understand? Okay, it's very, very important for you to know that. Okay. Now look at it. Are you seeing it? I'm done. Then I've cut it off. Now remember, almost everywhere is half inch. Now, but for me, as you can see, I actually reduced some parts for it not to be what? Up to what? Half inch. Why? Because the more the allowance, the more thick it becomes. You understand? The thicker it becomes. So in order to reduce the thickness, I also need to reduce my what? Allowance. Okay. So now I'm going to also reduce it from here so that I can be able to turn this part successfully. Do you understand? Okay, fold like this, then you do what? You turn. Okay, So now you've turned it. Please, whatever you do on this side, do it on the other side. Do you understand? So now you've turned it. Are you seeing it? Please do the same thing on this very side. So as you can see, I'm done turning it. Are you seeing it? So next thing you need to do is to do what? Use your iron and do what? Iron it out. Are you seeing it? Please don't dirty your collar by ironing with muzzle, thereby staining it with the dirt. Are you seeing it? Now, next thing I'm also going to do now is, now look at this very one I have. Are you seeing it?
Oh,
Sorry there.
that is still long.
Okay. Now, please, this one is very, very important. Very, very, very important. Where is that hemming gun? Is it possible? Please remember what I said. As you can see, I'm using my hemming gun so as to hold these piles. Are you seeing it? So that it will not be going on. If you don't have hemming gum, you can do what? Stitch on top of it, please. But me, I don't like stitching on top of it. Okay, so now you are done. Next thing you are going to do, which is very, very important, is what? See, make sure you fold here so as to know where this stopped. Are you seeing it? Also, fold here so as to know where it stopped. Now, see what you're going to do for me. Since I've known where two of them stopped, I'm going to make sure that both of them are equal. Why am I doing this thing? I'm doing it to get the what? The middle part. Are you seeing it? I'm doing it to get the what? Middle part. Okay? So, notch out the middle part. Are you seeing it? Let's do the same thing on this one. To get the what? Middle part. It is very, very necessary. You do that. Are you seeing it? Okay, now I've gotten the middle part. Okay, now I've gotten the middle part. Next thing I'm going to do is to do what? Are you seeing it? This one is the other part. The other part of the smaller one we cut out. So next thing you need to do is what? Place this one like this. At the edge. Are you seeing it? At the edge. Look at it. At the edge. Not inside like this. At the edge. Place it like this. Remember, this one is so big. So also take this one. Place middle to middle. Are you seeing it? This is the middle part. Look at it very well. This is the middle part of this one, and this one is the middle part. Yeah. This one does not have any middle part because it's what? It's very wide. It can contain both of them. You understand? Okay, so after you are done doing that, please take your pin and hold it firm. It is very, very important. Also, make sure that these parts are lined. Are you seeing it? Okay, let's say I'm done. Are you seeing it? So what I'm going to do now, look at how I'm going to sew it. Where's that pencil? Or that pen? Which one? Whichever one. Okay. Now, look at what I'm going to sew now. Look at it very well. I'm going to sew from here. Are you seeing? It's more like 1/4 inch before you start sewing. Are you seeing it? I'm not going to sew from here, like from the extreme here. I'm going to sew from here to here is what? 1/4 inch. Now, continue sewing. Are you seeing it? Sew like this. Then stop where? Is it at the edge here? No. You stop before. 1/4 inch what? Before. There's a reason why we do this. You get to see that reason as we'll be coupling the color. Please follow the what? The gum stain. This is very, very necessary. Scissors. Scissors. Are you seeing it? I'm not sewing everything. Are you seeing it? Where is that scissors? Okay, so now see what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut off. Princess, come and see this. Come and see this, princess. I'm going to cut off. Are you seeing it? Cut off the SS here. Look at it. Are you seeing I've cut off the SS here? Now remove the pin. Remove the pin. Are you seeing it? After you are done removing the pin, the next thing you need to do, almost the final stuff, you need to use to do what? Turn. Are you seeing it? Turn it. Now you can use your what? Scissors to do what? Give this place its shape, its proper shape. So after you are done, take it to the table and do what? Iron out. Then final thing is to do what? Trim out here. Please, when you are trimming out here, you should remain how many? It's not half. Remain quarter. Why are you remaining quarter? So that we have another quarter here that we did not sew. So that when you sew on top of this one can be able to do what? Overlap. That is the reason. So I'm going to iron now. I'm also going to do what? Cut out remaining what? Quarter inch. Okay, as you can see, after you are done ironing it, next thing you need to do is to do what? Like I said, cut off remaining what?
Quarter inch.
Quarter inch.
Joe.
Okay, as you can see, I'm done with the what? Collar. Are you seeing it? So the collar is ready to be fixed on the what? The dress. So please, you also need to find a way to do what? Cross check. Do you understand? Cross check whether it is what? Exactly what you did. Okay, so since this is the clothes, I'm going to fix the collar. Now there are two ways to fix a collar. We have the official method of fixing a collar. The official method is, look at it. The official method is, look at it very well. Placing it like this. Are you seeing it? Sewing like this so that this one will go to the what? Back. Why the non-official method is like this? Most people do it in order to get an easy work. Look at it like this, and this one comes to the what? Front. Whichever one you do, I advise you, it's not wrong. You understand? See what I just did now? Say there are two methods of placing it. Look at it. Place like this so that it will go into the bag. The same way you fit your bag.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, and you can also see this part is going to the what? Back.
Yes.
Why you can also do it like this? So like this. Why this part will be going to the what? Front. So whichever one you use, it's not really wrong. It's still okay. Anyway, I just need you to know that this one is official, this one is the what? Non-official. You understand? Okay, so which one are we going to use? Official. So let's go there. Okay, so now as you can see, we are going to use the what? Official method. So now let's do it. Now look at it. As you can see, this is quarter inch. We are not going to start sewing from this quarter. Please always note that. Are you seeing it? We are going to start sewing from where? By opening it. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, are you seeing it? I've held it. So next thing I'm going to do, look at it. This part you walk carefully. You now start stitching. You don't draw one part more than the other part too, except you have a reason to do so. So as you are sewing, before you reach at the middle part, let me tell you, this official method somehow is more difficult. Did you hear that one? So, as like I said, before Amaka, before you reach at the middle part, you do what? You stop. Do you understand? Yeah. I've already reached. Before you reach at the middle part, you do what? You stop. There's a reason for that. Then you start afresh from here again. Do you understand? Are they equal? Yes. Now I promise you that some of you, when you do your own, it's not going to be equal. Why won't it be equal? Because you did not really measure the neck very well before cutting this one, or because when you were cutting this one, you were not precise. After you finish cutting it, maybe it increased or decreased. So let's continue. Are you seeing it? So at the end of the day, see how it's going to be. You see this part? It's going to enter inside like this. Are you seeing it? This one is going to stay on top of it. So the same thing to the other side. Okay, look at it. Okay, so I'm going to show us the easiest way to hold it firm in order to sew from front. The easiest way is by doing what? Taking small hemming gun to put here, and put here in order to what? Hold it firm. Because I can assure you that it's possible that if you did not do like that, when you are sewing, you notice that one part now will now be what? Dragged out. It will be what? Coming out. So that's what I'm going to use hemming gun and hold it. Then after, I will now do what? From here, close it out. Are you seeing it? Let me just say it's fame to how I want it. You understand? So what I'm going to do now, look at it. What I'm going to do now. Before we do anything, also make sure you iron here very well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to sew from this middle part. Are you seeing it? This middle part. Down to this part. Do you understand? See what I mean? So if you really want to achieve that finish, it's from this middle part. Are you seeing it? On this line. But if you still want to sew the other way, like it's still okay. Is what? You just on top of it. Like in form of a top stitching.
On top of this
Yes,
one.
on top of this one. Form of a top. It's still very much okay. Yes, it's still very okay. So whichever one you choose to do, I agree with you. You understand? So next thing, after you are done doing that, iron out your what? Collar. Okay, and that is it for the shirt. Are you seeing it? Now look at it, it's very fine shirt. Are you seeing it? I've not really placed it very well, but as you can see, it's a very fine shirt with a fine color. Oh.
Hello, thank you guys for watching. Please, I want you guys to make sure you click on that like button. If you actually love what we gave you now, just make sure you click on that like button to support us. Thank you and may God bless you. So if you are new to this channel, I want you to make sure you subscribe to this channel. So please, as you can see, if you really want to learn how to fold the down part of a shirt, please, I want you see it in the description link, how to fold the down part of a shirt. That is how to properly hem a shirt. You can see it in the description link. Make sure you go there and watch it. And if you've not watched how to cut this shirt gun, I want you to also check it out in the description link. You see how to cut this particular shirt gun. Thank you and may God bless you. Please don't forget to like this video. Thank you. Bye bye.
My size now.
Yeah, show me front.
52.
Show me front. Yeah. Yeah, turn to some.
Waist.
Yeah, front. Don't shake the nails too much.